Get ready for massive shifts in the tech world. We start with HIVE Digital Technologies and their plan to build a colossal AI Gigafactory right here in the Greater Toronto Area. Executive Chairman Frank Holmes of HIVE and Buzz HPC is pushing forward with a massive infrastructure investment, aiming for a 320-megawatt facility designed to host over 100,000 GPUs at full build-out. This project is set to become one of North America's largest domestically controlled AI clusters, signaling a huge pivot for the company. Mining into a long-term artificial intelligence infrastructure play. This multi-billion-dollar commitment signals institutional ambition and positions HIVE to capture the surging demand for GPU compute, moving towards utility-like cash flows instead of volatile mining rewards. But hold on, there's a lot to consider. While the news is huge, investors need to be cautious because this project won't start operations until the second half of 2027, leaving a significant execution risk on the table. The question remains, how will HIVE finance this $3.5 billion investment, and can the company sustain this aggressive timeline? Stay with us as we break down the risks and rewards of this monumental AI infrastructure play. HIVE Digital Technologies Limited, through its subsidiary Buzz High Performance Computing Inc., has announced a major infrastructure investment in the Greater Toronto Area, marking a significant step in its sovereign AI strategy. The project involves developing a 320-megawatt (MW) industrial-scale AI infrastructure facility, dubbed an AI Gigafactory, designed to support over 100,000 GPUs upon full build-out. The initiative requires a capital investment of approximately CAD $3.5 billion, includes the purchase of 25 acres of land, and is targeted for an online date in the second half of 2027. This Gigafactory is positioned to become one of Canada's largest AI facilities, focusing on creating vertically integrated, Canadian-governed supercomputing platforms for inference and enterprise AI applications. Executives emphasize that this project aims to establish the physical backbone for Canada's intelligence economy, asserting that owning the compute capacity is crucial for national dominance in the AI era. Frank Holmes, executive chairman of HIVE and Buzz, stated that the facility will deploy over 100,000 GPUs, enabling critical workloads such as low-latency inference, financial platforms, and scientific discovery to run domestically. The project is strategically located within the Toronto-Waterloo Innovation Corridor, situated near key research institutions, underscoring its intersection with research excellence, enterprise demand, and global network connectivity. This announcement builds upon HIVE's broader global power footprint, which currently includes over 850 MW, and expands on prior milestones in British Columbia, Manitoba, and New Brunswick. Aidan Killick, president and CEO of HIVE Digital Technologies, noted that with the addition of the 320 MW GTA site, HIVE and Buzz are positioned to support a pipeline of approximately 130,000 GPUs. Buzz High Performance Computing is focused on building sovereign AI factories, utilizing renewable energy and ultra-low power usage effectiveness (PUE) standards to host industrial-grade GPUs for training and inference across North America, South America, and Europe. Investors are advised to monitor execution risks related to the CAD $3.5 billion capital plan, the 2027 timeline, and the comparison of returns against previous GPU cloud and data center initiatives. Buzz High Performance Computing, a subsidiary of HIVE Digital Technologies, is launching a massive pivot from Bitcoin mining into high-performance computing and artificial intelligence infrastructure, with plans to construct a 320 MW AI Gigafactory in the Greater Toronto Area. The ambitious project is valued at approximately CAD $3.5 billion and is slated to begin operations in the second half of 2027. The facility is designed to be a sovereign AI campus, featuring over 100,000 GPUs integrated into a vertically scaled supercomputing platform. Buzz HPC has secured a 25-acre site in the Toronto-Waterloo Innovation Corridor for the campus. The operation will require 320 MW of utility power, leveraging Ontario's low-carbon grid dominated by nuclear and hydroelectric generation, and will incorporate a sustainable, low-water use cooling system. Beyond the infrastructure, the project is positioned to create significant employment, forecasting over 800 construction jobs during the build phase and hundreds of permanent, high-skill positions post-operation. This strategic shift reflects HIVE Digital Technologies' evolution from its origins in Bitcoin mining to focusing on cutting-edge AI infrastructure. The sovereign AI branding is key, aiming to provide domestically controlled data infrastructure for Canadian government agencies, defense contractors, and regulated industries seeking data residency within Canada, mitigating reliance on U.S. hyperscalers. While the capital commitment signals the scale of the transition, the financing structure, whether through equity, debt, subsidies, or partnerships, remains a critical factor for investors. Furthermore, the 2027 timeline introduces execution risk, as rapid advancements in GPU architecture mean hardware assumptions for the 100,000-unit deployment must be continuously validated. HIVE Digital Technologies stock surged approximately 40% following the announcement of a $3.5 billion AI infrastructure project by its subsidiary, Buzz High Performance Computing, in Ontario. The development is slated to be a 320-megawatt AI gigafactory located in the Greater Toronto Area, designed to host potentially over 100,000 GPUs, positioning it as one of Canada's largest AI infrastructure facilities. The project signifies HIVE Digital's aggressive expansion into compute infrastructure, aiming to control the full stack of AI supercomputing, encompassing power, hardware, and compute. Buzz HPC has already secured the necessary land, purchasing approximately 21 acres for $46 million and a nearby 4-acre parcel for $12 million, totaling a combined land expenditure of roughly $58 million before construction commences. The 320 MW capacity is crucial, providing the necessary power density for hyperscale data center operations supporting intensive AI workloads. HIVE has set an ambitious timeline, targeting the facility to go online in the second half of 2027, providing an 18-month runway from the announcement to initial operations. The $3.5 billion investment figure encompasses the entire planned development scope. This major project has prompted a significant market reaction, with the stock jump reflecting investor confidence in HIVE Digital's growing scale within the AI sector. Buzz HPC operates as a wholly owned subsidiary of HIVE Digital, a company listed on both U.S. and Canadian exchanges. The announcement solidifies the project's foundation, confirming land acquisition, targeted power capacity, and a late 2027 operational goal. HIVE Digital stock surged following an announcement detailing plans for a massive artificial intelligence infrastructure project. The company revealed its intention to construct a $3.5 billion, or approximately $2.55 billion, AI Gigafactory in Toronto. This facility is slated to consume about 320 megawatts of utility power and is designed to house over 100,000 specialized, high-performance GPUs upon completion. The announcement immediately boosted HIVE shares, validating the company's strategic pivot from a cyclical Bitcoin miner toward a long-term artificial intelligence infrastructure play. Analysts view the multi-billion-dollar facility as a signal of institutional ambition, positioning HIVE to capitalize on the surging demand for GPU compute, which is a critical bottleneck in the AI economy. The project offers investors clearer, utility-like cash flow projections, rather than relying on volatile mining rewards. This strategic move is seen as successfully repurposing the company's energy footprint for higher-margin AI workloads, expanding its market reach and improving revenue visibility. However, caution is advised as the stock remains significantly down, trading nearly 50% below its 52-week high. Skeptics point to the long construction timeline, with operations not expected until the second half of 2027, highlighting substantial execution risk. Furthermore, some analysts suggest the recent rally was fueled by retail enthusiasm tied to endorsements from figures like Leopold Aschenbrenner, whose hedge fund holds the firm. Financial concerns also weigh heavily on the stock. Funding a $3.5 billion project with a company valued at roughly $720 million, lacking a history of sustainable profitability, will likely necessitate significant debt or shareholder dilution, factors that deter long-term investors. Despite these risks, Wall Street maintains a bullish outlook for HIVE through 2026, with a consensus rating of strong buy and a mean price target of $5.05, suggesting potential upside of 60% from current levels.